So we've covered some of the main business areas that you're thinking about going into. So we're going to look a little bit about what being freelance actually means. Being responsible for sourcing your own work. Now this is, when you're working for yourself, this is one of the things that's going to take up a lot of your time, because particularly when you're starting out, it's going to be very unlikely that people are going to be rushing up to you saying, oh, you know, come and do this for me, translate this for me, work out this business solution, do this digital marketing project for me. You know, it's going to be you that's going to be generating a lot of your own work. And like we've already mentioned, that's going to be about making contacts, which you said you're quite happy with doing at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about making contacts, finding out what's going on in the industry, you know, being really aware of the broader industry that you're working in, because it's not about just developing your own service or your own product, it's about knowing what's out there as well. And it kind of links into what you were saying about pricing. So it's about knowing your competitors, you know, what are other people charging for the thing that you're going to be providing, and really doing your research so that you can see where to place yourself. Because in terms of pricing, you might decide if you're starting out, you might be charging a bit less than other people, or you might decide that actually you want to price yourself in the same range so that you're considered a certain way. So it's really about getting to know your market is really, really important. I think that's something you touched on about. You seem to have quite a clear understanding of what your market is, certainly over in the Canary Islands. Yeah. So it means you know what you're working with. You're not just, you know, sitting in your office on your own, just working away at your thing, not having a clue what anybody else is doing, and then you go out into the world and you go, hey, this is what I've done, and everybody's just thinking, well, yeah, we're already doing this for much cheaper than you're doing. You think, I've just spent a year putting together this project, and it just doesn't fit in with the industry. So it's just really about getting as much knowledge as you can about what's going on. You always need to be clear about why you're doing it, and about what you want to get out of it. You know, if it's because it's somebody whose work you really admire and actually you just want to see what they do for a few weeks, then that's great. If it's because you want to learn a particular technique, then make sure you're really clear about that and that that's what you're getting out of it. I think it's about having respect for your own business as well and for your own craft, because, you know, there will come a time when you're getting paid really well for doing all these things. So just always have that in mind and know what skills and what talents you're bringing to the table, and, you know, be clear about what the employers are expecting from you and also what you want back and how much time you want to put in as well. You know, be clear. If you can only spare one Saturday a month, be really clear about that, and don't be afraid about saying, oh no, sorry, I did say I could only do Saturdays, so I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to do those other things. You know, they'll respect you for that. I've been running my business for 12 months. I'm earning 50 grand a year. I have a Porsche. I have a respectable list of clients, including blah, 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 blah. You know, so really imagine yourself in this position that you're working towards so that you can really visualize it. You know, so if you think you're going to have an office, imagine yourself in your office. Well, how would you decorate it? The more detail you can put into that image of that goal, the more your unconscious mind will take you towards it and be working all the time to achieve that for you, because it can really see how it looks